but it's like people all over the world. It's weird because it's volcanoes, it's earthquakes, it's earth changes because people in consciousness, they're changing. People are realizing that their consciousness, everybody thinks the same things, you know, and people pick up thoughts and frequency. You'll be walking by some dude on the street and he ain't exactly right in the head, and he's thinking about stuff. You start getting some weird, like, what, you know, you're picking up on them. You know, but people say that it ain't like that, but it's in fact everything is like that. Yeah. We're just constantly exchanging data, receiving and putting out what we're putting out. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hayoke empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I did change the time. I set it out farther because I was like, I need to take a shower because I need to freaking just ground, because it's my season. It's Aries season, Ma. I keep asking Ma, should I get a banana cream pie or a coconut cream pie, or should I get both? Because my birthday's coming up. I celebrate all season, all Aries season. Yeah, all month long I'll be celebrating. I'm gonna be 47. 47? Not too long ago, my brother said, you're almost 50 soon. Why don't you gonna start acting like a 50-year-old? And I'm like, what, pray tell? What, pray tell, does a 50-year-old? Because I've been wearing Dockers since I was in my early 30s. I'm an IT professional, so I've been, acting like a 50-year-old since I was born acting like a 50-year-old. I don't want to act like a 50-year-old no anymore, Ma. I want to just have a good time, have fun. Enjoy life, man. I did all that. I think about all the effort and energy I put forth because Jerry said, this is what people do to be productive members of society. And I did it all. Every challenge, every obstacle, every tedious task, as lame, as mundane as it was, I did it. All to come full circle, to end up in northern New Mexico. Hundreds of miles from anybody I know. So, isn't that funny how life works out? So people are coming into their own, They're coming into their... But me and Mom are closer than we ever been. Would you say that, Mom? Would you agree?
Yes, I agree.
If she disagreed, she certainly would disagree. She does not say things to sugarcoat anything. She's got like 5 planets in Sagittarius. Anyway, so I was like, okay, so it was, yesterday? It didn't take long for the shoe company to come forward, Nike. I ain't never been a Nike fan, but it didn't take them long. See, I would suspect at the point, I was like, this is iffy, this is fishy, when they were like 666 of the 97 model. It was like, that's what people do, is they stockpile stuff and they save it for weird stuff like this. I can't believe that little creep's birthday is on my birthday, though. So I gotta be extra good this year to transmute that little puke. I rebuke that puke! Ma's 21-year-old kid, he's weird. He came out as homosexual in 2019. I didn't know I don't know. I remember Nas from the 2000s, and all of a sudden there's this little, I'm like, what, do you have a kid? I got away from the scene, Mom. But freaking music turned to crap anyway, because, for what I'm about to explain, Dude freaking, falls from heaven into hell. This is the video that he does, Ma. This is this kid's video. He was born on the day I was born on. Okay? Goes down into hell, gives Satan a lap dance. evidently breaks his neck, takes his horns, and then takes over the reins of hell. That's what kids are up to these days, Ma. That's where kids' ambitions lie these days, Ma. They should have been out throwing stones and skipping rocks and freaking, catching pollywogs more when they were kids, Ma.
Enjoy being a kid.
Enjoy being a kid. Gosh. I hated being an adult. The idea of being an adult still freaking makes my third eye twitch. Just weird. So, Nike said that they didn't put those shoes out. It was a publicity stunt. And it worked because they sold 666 pair in less than a minute. And they were like over $1,000. Less than 1,100, over 1,000. Because that's it's fun. It's cute. They don't know the darkness. People don't know pain. People don't know pain. People don't know pain. People think that they do. And they're finding out. A lot of people are checking out. Here's a weird story, Ma. The mayor of Omaha, I can't stand the bitch. I never liked her, so I'm not going to take this, when people suck for anybody, it sucks. She sucks. And, evidently her husband is a doctor. And in the last year with all this stuff, see, this is what happens when people are only single-minded or singly focused and don't have a very broad scope, when their broadband is really narrow. When all that they want, they get to a place where all they want to do is what they want to do. Too much of a good thing is not a good thing. The world is lacking balance right now. Self-will, people don't have that stop button. They don't have the pause button. They don't have that inside them saying, don't say whatever you want to say right now. Don't say it. Because everybody's just saying whatever they want, and they're just doing whatever they want. It's manifesting, coming out sideways, coming out gross in all kind of ways. It was so windy today. Like 25, 35 mile an hour winds. All day long, and his ear was bothering him. I think that there's like whistles and stuff that like cut through the tin when it flaps and stuff, and that they can hear. Because I'm like, dude, what, I'm like, I made sure the windows were closed, because they can hear higher frequencies than we do, but his ear was bothering him all day. And so, we just kind of laid low. Ultimately, I ran to the tack shop and got frickin' some Zymox, because I can't use the purple stuff on him. Nope. Learned that today. Oh, I do not do good when my animals cry, and he cried when I cleaned his ear with the purple stuff, and I was like, oh, I can't, this is the stuff that's hard. This is the stuff that I was like, I thought I would have more of a community at this point. So, are people enjoying the fiery Aries energy? I feel like this energy all the time. This is what I'm like, have to subdue, or not subdue, but find creative ways of getting rid of this energy. See, the way I look at it is, people, we step into parts of the seasons, and it feels a kind of way. Well, people born on these dates that feel certain kind of ways, we're always that kind of way. And it's like we navigate through life based on the energy of how we were dropped on this freaking crazy shifty rock, So I'm always up, and it's so funny how people are so complimentary about, Aries. Everybody likes Aries. Aries, like on the astrologers, they're just, Aries. Of course, first, Aries, of course, is first. Yeah, Aries, and then it's like they, and it's like they don't have conversations with we much. There's some engagement, but not a lot, man. So you're going to see a lot of weird stuff in the astrology. It's so funny. I love hearing about how even astrologers talk about how the potential of energy of things are going to go, and still they're completely blindsided when what they say works out in their own lives. It's hilarious. I'm always just like, how's it going to happen for me? What's coming, you know? What's coming? You know, I'm a little skid. I tell Mom, I'm like, I get a little skittish in my old age, you know. I've had a lot of people do shitty things for me for no apparent reason. So now I'm just, I come to people with, you know, from like, hey, but I'm like always like, we'll see. I just usually gave people my trust, and now it's, we'll see. Yeah, way more cautious, man. So, and that came out with Mike, the peace dealer, and the Leo Cub. I've been saying for a year, Cubs can't be kings. Probably longer. Cubs can't be kings. Cubs can't be kings. You know, this guy's got a vibe like this, and this guy's got a vibe like this, and they're gonna freaking twirl out of each other's freaking radar one day, because it ain't the same place, man. So, good luck, Michael, peace stealer, on your venture. He has consultants. He started a consultant firm, Ma. And this other guy who does like tarot and stuff. The guy that started the consultant firm. He was just, because it wasn't, they don't do the same stuff. It was like different. So, and then old boy got all butthurt and said, and terminated the contract. So basically this grown man was like, I'm packing up all my toys and I'm going home. And we ain't homies no more. But it was funny because they kept saying, there's no bad blood, there's no bad blood. But in the comments and stuff like that, you kind of feel like there's some bad blood there, Ma. So, anyway, careful, you know, I don't know. And they're buddies, and I can hold a grudge for a long time, you know. But there are some people that I'm just like, it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they do. I'll just never, it can always come back to my open heart, you know. There's very few people that I would not welcome that. Some people it's just like, you gotta leave them in the past, for crying out loud. Tucker's snoring. Anyway, so things are gonna get good. Oh, I just keep seeing pictures of, I just poke myself in the eye. Just trying to touch my cornea a little bit, make sure it's okay. Anyway, I love Aries season, man. I was born on the 99th day, and there's a reason why I'm here. There's some reason why I'm here, because shoot, Mom, how many times did I dodge death in my life? I can't even count, man. The tow bar, one day I was like pulling a tow bar because the front wheels were icy, and I freaking, it like gave, but when it gave, my feet slipped under the tow bar, and it came down, and it caught like on the pintle hook of the truck like this. It was like right there. That would have been the end of me. If I wouldn't have been, because I always prided myself with my driving skills, Ma. And I always backed up so close that all I had to do is wiggle the pintle hook, you know, because it's muscle memory, you know. And you drive the flight line as much as I did, because you get your little freaking, you know, maneuvers and stuff. So that would have been the end of me for sure. And I actually know my last landlord, her daughter actually freaking dropped one of those on her head, and I'm just like, yeah, so now she doesn't dream anymore. She doesn't remember her dreams. Her memory's gone. So, you know. But that's alright. She's got a nice, loving family to take care of her. It's funny, yesterday in the morning, sometimes I have a hard time because my lower back is so jacked up and sleeping. And it's not just sleeping. It doesn't really matter what I sleep on, because there's usually Tucker and Benny sleep in the bed, and I was real used to a king size bed, so I'd flip and flop and turn, have all kinds of liberties and rooms and stuff like that. But now it's closer corners, so I can't do that as fast because now I flop over, I'm freaking catch a dog, and I don't want to hurt nothing. So I gotta, like, in the middle of the night, I gotta wake up, be cognizant of where the animals are, turn over, and then, and my back is already, and so sometimes I'll wake up and I'll. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's hard for me to put my pants on, because that's where my compression is the where you lift your legs up and stuff. So I'll like sit down. I'm like, the other day I was like, Mom, this is new. I'm like, I almost had to ask you to help me put my pants on. God bless her. You know what she said? She's like, I'll help you put your pants on, Marge. Thanks, Mom. I might have to take you up on that one day. So, that was pretty sweet. Yeah, they don't teach discipline. Mom taught discipline. Oh, Mom taught discipline? Oh. Mom taught us a lot of good stuff. That's why one of the reasons why I do these videos, to teach people that people actually teach people. And some of the best life mentors I ever had were people that were younger than me, My whole life I've just been trying to figure out how to figure things out, how to work it out, how to have relationships with people, because people don't want to have relationships with other people. People want to stay in their cliques, they want to stay in their family, they want to stay in their little groups, and anything outside is outside. And, there's more single people on this planet than there are people that are all familyed up and stuff like that, and that leaves a lot of us out in the cold. Huh, Ma? Yes, it does. Things are gonna get freaking crazy weird, dude. Crazy weird. I keep seeing these like pictures, and I keep trying not to land on any thought, like the old roulette table, Ma. I've never been much of a gambler, but that's what I see thoughts as, is like, no, don't, because all these potentials can be, but the thing of it is nobody can ever know what's going to happen, because people have free will, and as we can see, all over everywhere you look right now, people are taking their free will and they're making freaking crazy choices with it. They're not practicing discernment. I think more people are getting physical, more people are getting out there. I wrote all over my Vidivan. I got these pens, these markers, and so I got the truth wagon now. And so I wrote, and I've said this before, but I elaborated on my side, on the driver's side. I wrote, I gotta change it, I gotta fix it. I should probably wash the van and then redo it. It's what I ought to do. It's been so anyway. Said, when has government ever said anything true? No, I forgot a word. I forgot ever. So it says, when has government said anything true? I could put the little caret in there and put ever. and then I wrote, Event 201, look it up, and COVID is an agenda. They do a lot of agendas because they're bored. When I was in the Air Force back in 2000, 2006, we exercised all the time, playing what if this happened. And now I'm living that world. I don't get to go home from it after my 12-hour shift is done. Now it's everywhere. Freaking breaks my heart. As a veteran of the armed forces of the USA, it freaking breaks my heart to see what this nation has become. Land of the free because of the brave? Where the fuck did they go? There's a lot of people that freaking just sat down, shut their mouths, and just kept it closed because they just did what they're told. And I really thought this nation freaking was made up more of different... I thought people came here because they want to be free. What? I think the people that are coming here now, well, because, they'll actually get, like, money and stuff. Not the people here. It's so weird, but this is more the cognitive dissonance that's going to be coming up. So find your same freak tribe, find the people, find the place you want to be, find the people you want to be around. I wanted to get back to Reading. My heart's a little sad, Ma. God just said, nope, you're not going back. And that's the thing, is every time you leave a place, it doesn't matter if you're gone a day away. As soon as you leave, that place is different. The earth changes. It constantly evolves. It's changing so fast that people can't. Oh, I was talking about the mayor of Omaha. So the last year, Benny, get up. Benny, get out of there. So evidently, he was 72 years old. Now, there was a doctor when I worked at Creighton in radiology, and he came over from Switzerland.
Switzerland?
Yeah. Yeah. Because he was 60, he was in his 60s, and he was a fit guy. He freaking rode his bike from his condo downtown, downtown Omaha, downtown, in Loft City. And, but he left Switzerland because they have an age limit. They have an age limit.
For what?
For doctors, because some of these procedures they do, you gotta have a steady hand. Some of these doctors, after having freaking drinking for so many years, because that's what egomaniacals do. You get little tremors and they're hurting patients and shit. Freaking the chair of the Department of Radiology was like in his 70s. They're like, dude, you can't do procedures anymore. You keep hurting people, and these are procedures that aren't supposed to hurt people. But they all cover it up and pay people up. I'm like, how come I was never one of those? I've had shit happen to me where I should have been financially compensated. Nope, there's a loophole. Anyway, what do you do? So, people are coming to their Jesus, but that man didn't, because he killed himself. The mayor of Omaha's husband committed suicide. And the story that they lead up to it is that he's been drinking more than he had in the last year. Because alcohol's a depressant, man. Yeah, it makes people all woo in the moment. Oh, the sads, the woes, the goes. And the things that people do and the things that people say in the name of the spirits or being without spirits. Alcohol literally takes our spirit. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. What is the only thing that is different between us and a dead person? Our breath. Oxygen. When you drink alcohol, you are replacing your spirit with who knows your spirit with who knows what other spirit. It's risky business. I want to all the time. All the time. Right, especially around my because it's woo! Woo! It's woo season because it's spring and people have been all shut up all winter and woo! But then I go out and I'm just like, where am I going to go? Because every place, even to this stupid ski lodge, I can't even go up and take pictures or nothing because it's like, wear a mask or lose your pass. Somebody thought they were clever. That's not a clever endeavor. That's really quite mundane. I hope that this place has more to offer than that. We'll see. Otherwise, maybe I can help them raise the bar a little bit. I try to do that wherever I go. I noticed the Capitol, Oregon, day before yesterday, Ma, because we live 2.2 miles from the Capitol, and I knew 3 years ago that when my earlier videos when I start, I'm like, people better. When I say what is happening now, I preface all the way back in, and so I'm just like, oh, it's gonna start getting bad, and I knew that I had to open up the universe, a place for me and Mom to go, because people got to figure out where they want to go. People got to want to figure out who they want their people to be, Me and Mom are alright so far. I don't know. It's gonna get crazy because not enough people are finding their center yet. We need more people. So we need more. There's going to be more chaos. It's that wave of chaos that's going to come because all this freaking kinetic energy, all this energy that's been building up. And a lot of people are going to do a lot of false starts. And, oh, it's just going to be interesting. So, anyway. We're doing pretty good. We eat good. I'm actually not. I don't have an appetite. I kind of get a little melancholic around my birthday. Who doesn't, you know? It's just another year around the sun. I used to get really sad and really angry and really depressed and stuff like that. I used to get all those emotions. My spectrum would be a lot brighter, but I think because I focus more in gratitude now, that all that other stuff that I feel is less relevant. Because they can't freaking hang out on the same radar, the same frequencies, just like fear and faith can't hang out in the same frequency. So, anyway, and Zach, his Voices of Humanity channel got suspended, and he can't figure out. So he's like streaming on Twitch, but I can't log into Twitch, and it's just like you know, that's how things happen. It's like you get stuff in your life while you get them, and then things change, you know, and they move over here, and you go over here, and you kind of drop out, you know, out of range. And I guess he's working on a website where he can stream on his own website, and it takes up so much, because everything's by, you know, it's too much control, and it's going to get worse. Going to get worse. So just try to not really be on. I'm trying to actually put my devices down for a couple hours, like, well, most of the day. Like, I'll listen to stuff when I'm doing my morning routine, my morning chores, get the, you know, everybody getting up, breakfast, all that stuff. And then from like, I'm trying not to use so much internet too. So I'll just like lay in the sun, you know, and listen to Mom in here and her Longmire show, you know. But I can do nothing for hours. I just prefer to use my energy and actually do things, you know. I'm not real good at frickin' idle. Nope. I had a different idea of where I thought my life would be now. I really did. But it didn't work out that way. So now what we're doing is we're shifting gears, and wherever we go, Mom and I are survivors. Wherever we go, we're going to make the best of a situation. And I'm going to go out, I'm going to try and make friends. I'm going to come home and I'm going to share my stories with Mom. And report, nope, Mom, world's not worth going out into yet. I mean, it's just so weird to see people walking down the street by themselves. It's absurd. It's just like, you know, maybe April Fool's Day, April 1st, maybe they'll be like, okay, just kidding. We had you for over a year. But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Keep my side of the street clean? Oh, wow, 100-year-old house. I bet, was there a lot of cool woodwork in there? Hi, Erin, I was thinking about you earlier today. Construction is very good work. Hello, naked and laughing. Yeah, I didn't get a COVID break like a lot of people did either. My life hasn't really changed. I've been freaking doing this for 4 years. You know, trying to find creative ways to earn extra income and stuff, using the abilities, but I don't know, I just can't find the people, because I know my value, I know my worth, but I can't meet people in real freaking life. I'm a real life person, I want to know people in real life, and now it's like, it's me, it's always just me, people don't want to know me, because everywhere I go, I keep trying. But then at the same time, to be fair, there's plenty of people on this planet I don't want to know. So that is a two-way street. So pickings are slim both ways. Oh, Ma, are you getting tired, Ma? Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up so we can turn Longmire up and you can go.
We'll finish it.
I'm gonna. Tuesday. See, and Aaron, do you go in the office? I talked to my brother the other day. He's maybe in the last 365 years, just, he's a lawyer, he's a manager, high up in the California government, maybe been in the office 4 times. And I think that they started to change that, but they'll never go back to a 5-day work week. So what they're doing is they're making things how they always wanted to make them, but they're blaming it on this. Instead of just making it's like, well, we gotta have a reason. How can we shut everything down, make a lot of people scared, and jack up revenue in a lot of areas? It's so weird. It's so weird. It's like a dream walking through life, Ma. Why? And everybody's worried about. I'm like, kids, like 19, 20, early 20s, walking through the parking lot. It's a nice sunny day. Both of them. It's the dumbest thing. I'm like, where are the rest of the people that think this is stupid besides like a couple people here and there on the interwebs? How come I can't meet these people in real life? I saw one gym in the local area. They're certified by the state of New Mexico as COVID-19 compliant. I'm like, who's fucking... What the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean? Because I've seen the people that work in the administration. A lot of people have really let themselves go to the point of straight up gluttony. And then on the way to the post office, there's 2 ways I go. On the back way, there's a sheriff. Because now they just take all their SUV sheriff police cars home because it's their cars, but we pay for them. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. What's going on? Did they burn down Minnesota yet because they determined that guy that old boy died of a drug overdose? Really? But all the people that freaking torched the federal buildings in all these other cities and all these other states, they don't get arrested. It's just all a show. It's all pageantry. It's all freaking scripted bullshit. And it's not any fun for people like me to live on a planet that's like this. Because everybody buys into it. And not enough people don't. It's freaking stupid, dude. Making kids do it? Kids don't get sick. They gave me 6 anthrax vaccines in 3 months. My brother's like, oh yeah, I remember getting that. I got that anthrax. Oh yeah, you had 100 pounds on me, dude. 100 pounds on me. We got the same amount. We had different freaking experiences in our whole life. We're very, very different. So my 6 to your 1 doesn't compare. I don't even know why I got it. Because that's what they do. They gotta freaking plunge this shit into somebody. We're all just guinea pigs. And then it doesn't matter what the effects are because they're so rich. They don't care about the people. They're so high up in their freaking egomaniacal glass freaking imaginary houses. They don't care. But they'll care when they meet their maker. And their maker says, how many people did you allow to slip through the cracks of society? And they're probably going to get a rundown of every single one of them. Maybe they'll get to live an incarnation of every single one of them. Because time doesn't matter. So maybe they'll get to live miserably as every person that person created misery in their life. Maybe that's how all this works. Who knows? I think it's more like everyone we run across and that's like really significant in our life, we're all them. We're all connected. Heck, that's probably how it really is. At some point, I've been everybody and everybody's been me. So if everybody's just decent to each other, then maybe we can get through this thing a little bit easier. But no, it's not going to be like that because people are going to keep going crazy. Because they don't have tools, man. They don't have coping mechanisms. They don't know how to, they just keep doing things that they want to do, and the things that they want to do are not for their highest good. But the things that are for people's highest good take discipline and discernment. My brother is walking with two of his employees the other day. Mom always taught him how that he walks on the outside. I've always just done it naturally. Mom taught him that, that the women walk on the inside. Some of the old time he did with the horse carriages, so they don't get thrown under. And so, something like that. And so, the one that is like, the lady that is probably, I don't know, younger, said that he always felt like she was being hurted when he was around, because he always just like make and then the older gal that is like older than him a little bit said no, that Jerry's mother just raised him right. And I'm just like, I keep thinking about all the life lessons that Mom taught me to choose. It doesn't matter who's around, doesn't matter who's looking. That there is choices in that people can do things. If people know what's right and wrong, people know what's right and wrong, and people are choosing wrong. And Mom taught me in a lot of ways how to choose right. I was like, I was like, yeah, I took a $67,000 pay cut to be a work-from-home daughter, stay-at-home daughter, whatever, It's like, well, you did it out of love. Everything for his, like, it's like because of the choices that I make, like, there can never be hard days that come with those choices because I made those choices. So everything I get, I deserve. It's like it's weird. It's weird. So, just me and Mom. We do all right, huh, Mom? We do okay. So, anyway. All the little critters, they make it worthwhile, except when I get all stressed out when something's wrong with one of them. I hate it. Alright, that's about all I got.